Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Zoe, the Quirky Coach, and this is your May full moon reading. So I'm going to start off by sharing with you 3 cards from the wonderful Queen of the Moon Oracle. And these 3 cards will share with you some of the key messages that are for everybody around this full moon. My readings are appropriate for anybody who comes across this channel at whatever time you find it. I do often do readings for people in business, for entrepreneurs, for people who are looking for guidance in both their working life and their personal life. And this full moon reading will apply to anybody who is looking for guidance in that area. It's not specifically about relationships, and it's definitely not being a clairvoyant. It's not predicting the future. So this is all about guidance and support. And because it's a full moon, the full moon is all about power. So this is about you claiming your power in whatever way you want. So going through this period of coronavirus and lockdown, I think some of us have felt a bit powerless over the last few months as we're trying to work out how we're going to move forward, and so much seems to be taken away from us in terms of where we can go, who we can see, whether we're working or not, and part of this is about this full moon rather, is about claiming that power. Now it's also a Scorpio moon, and Scorpio is all about power and transformation. So I would say to you to have a think about what areas of your life can you control and take some power from, and what areas of your life are you having to leave and say, okay, I can't do anything about that at the moment. However, in this particular area, I can do something, and I'm going to get back control and take back my power. It's also a super moon, which is when the moon is closer to the earth, and I think this is the last super moon of the year. Sometimes we get them later in the year, but this is the last of the super moon, and the word here is attraction. So what do you want to attract into your life at this stage? For some of us, it will be a simple thing like just attracting, good health. For others, it might be work, it might be money, it could be more love, whatever it is. Have a think about that, because you've got the power with this full moon to start to look at putting those dreams out there, those ideas out there of what you want to attract into your life, and starting to plant those seeds for it. Now, last month was a very interesting one, I think, for a lot of people. Certainly was for me, where it was about getting used to the idea that this ain't going away. This coronavirus COVID-19 situation is here to stay for a while. But we have the lovely positive. This new moon, full moon. I keep saying new moon, full moon, is also called the blossoming moon, or the flower moon. And if you have planted some seeds last month, and I could mean literally, as I've done in my garden, or metaphorically, you may be just starting to see some of those shoots coming up, and some of it starting blossom. And I'm thinking actually here, the thing I'm getting quite strongly is about ideas, maybe about creativity. Have you had some ideas that you might be wanting to start to put into practice? It's a great month for that. May generally is a lovely month of abundance and growth. So although it might not seem it to you at this moment in time in your life, that it's maybe not the most fertile ground you might feel, but actually there are going to be a number of opportunities for you to take, to pick up, to go forward with, if you're prepared to look. You have to look in different directions now, because some of the obvious places where we used to find our security, our abundance, our growth, they're all changing. But if you look around you, you will find that there will be opportunities not only to take that power in, but also to look at that blossoming of some new ideas, new growth, and start to really flourish in some of those things. I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Tarot for this reading. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this deck or not, but it's a very different deck from the traditional Rider-Waite deck. Kim Kranz created this deck. She suffered from depression, and she said that she found that actually working with Oracle and Tarot was helping her to express herself through her artwork and her words. And she's created a wonderful Oracle deck and Tarot deck that have very different imagery on them from what you may be familiar with the Tarot. I have, as ever, already shuffled and blessed my decks, but I'm just going to do that again for this section of the reading, which will be a sort of a mini cross spread, if you like. So, God, Spirit, the Universe, Angels and Ancestors, what messages do we have for this May full moon? So I'm going to, you'll just have to bear with me whilst I put the cards out, and then I'll show you each of them. So I'll split the deck, and then we have a card at the center, which will be you at the center of your own universe, and then the environment around you. We will have a challenge and an opportunity, what you can let go of and what's coming towards you. So let's have a look at what's at the center of this reading. We have the Four of Pentacles. Now, this card, if you are familiar with the traditional Rider-Waite, it's often of somebody holding. Pentacles is to do with money and kind of stability, security, but particularly in this case to do with money, it's of a figure holding the pentacles close to their chest. In this deck, what I'm getting here is a feeling of, with your work, with your money, that you're being split in a number of ways, and that there's some confusion in what you should actually be doing as far as your job, your work, your money, your security. This feeling I've got, it's almost like these elastic bands sort of spreading round, but being pulled in different directions. So for those of you perhaps who have got your own businesses and maybe are looking at ways to make money from a different income stream, this is saying that probably the feeling I'm getting for this quite strongly is you need to decide. You can't keep going in a number of different directions. And if you have a fear of lack of poverty in any way, and I'm talking not just then about, but in terms of any aspect of your daily life, that could be holding you back from moving forward. So if you have got that feeling of, well, I'd like to try something, but I'm not sure if it's going to work because I've not got much money, or I'm struggling financially in some way, or my house, you know, I've got a feeling it's more to do with money and work, this, rather than the broader aspects of Pentacles. The thing is, I would say, is try to concentrate on one or at the most two things, because if you're concentrating on trying to do too many things, you're diluting your energy here. In the environment, we've got the Daughter of Swords. Okay, so Swords is to do with air, it's to do with the thought processes. I love this owl here. She's just such a gentle energy here. And this is like the environment around us is about taking time to think. It's a good time to actually step above things, step above some of the confusion that's going on here, and have a think about what it is that you really want. This is saying that almost like the universe will help you, will give you opportunities to think, and if it doesn't, then you need to find them. If you don't feel that there are opportunities to think and explore what you could be doing, and this is very much about the head stuff, then you need to make time, because this is a good time to be doing that. So, and I would say that it is a good time to be thinking about how you want to spend your future. And if we go back to the blossoming and that, there may be some of you who've got ideas now starting to percolate through, some creativity getting going, but you might be finding that you're not having enough time, you have not got enough headspace. So it's about trying to clear some of that headspace to allow the wisdom the prince, of the daughter of swords to come through. What is facing you as a challenge? My goodness me! Now you see, I told you the imagery here is very different in the Wild Unknown Tarot. So this is the Nine of Swords. Now, if you are familiar with the Rider-Waite Tarot, this is the one where there's somebody sitting in bed with their head in their hands with a load of swords over their head. I think it's over the head, and you get this feeling. I mean, it's just like ah. So again, if we look at the challenges of this time, then we're saying that yes, there's a lot going on in your head. We've been getting this message time and time again. There's a lot going on in the head. The challenge is to take some of those swords of doubt and uncertainty, fear, anxiety, all those things that can drive us completely bonkers, and take them out and lay them down, so that you're ending up with just one thing to focus on, or maybe two at the most, and you can put your energy and wisdom and knowledge into that. So the challenge, this is our challenge this month through till the next full moon in June. God, where's the year going? To unpick some of the thought processes so that we can get more clarity. I think that's the word that's coming through really strongly now. Clarity, get clarity. Try not to let your thoughts overwhelm you. And the opportunity, well, there's a beautiful card here of strength. Look at that beautiful gentle lion there. And this card with the sun up here and the symbol of eternity, on its side, sort of figure 8 there. And the feeling I'm getting from this, the opportunity, again, it links very strongly to the power card. This is a feeling of you have the opportunity to get out of your own head, to claim your power and your strength, but it's a gentle strength to go forward. So it's not a strength of fighting, because actually if you look at this lovely lion, he's got a rose in his mouth. You know, he's not up there for a fight. He's just there to say, I am strong, I know who I am, but I'm not here to fight. I'm just here to stand my ground and be calm and focus on what it is that I really, really want to be doing. So beautiful energy from that card. And if you look at the contrast between the two, get out of the head and focus on your strength, on your power. What you can let go of, beautiful Mother of Cups here. Now this is very emotional energy. It's very nurturing energy in the Mother of Cups, which is not to say that you shouldn't be nurturing or caring for people. But what I'm getting strongly from this card, because Cups is emotions, it's love, it's feelings, and maybe what it's about for quite a few of you is to say, okay, I've been focused a lot these last 2 months, maybe more, on trying to make sure everybody's safe, everybody's okay. We've been looking after people, looking after others, caring for others. As I say, it's not about stopping that. It is about shifting your focus, perhaps onto more things about, well, what about me in all of this? What do I want? Where do I want to put my energy? And if in some of that looking after people, you've been feeling a bit split or not able to concentrate enough on perhaps some of the money-making job side of things, this is saying it's okay. You can let go of some of that. It'll be fine. This swan is looking after things, making sure everybody's okay in the spiritual world, if you like. But you can let go of that to focus a bit more on yourself and what you want in terms of how you're spending your daily life and what you want to be doing as we go forward into a very uncertain future. So what is coming towards us? We have the Three of Pentacles. Now this is about working together to climb this mountain. So this is like a new challenge coming in for us, a new opportunities, new things on the horizon. And the three of Pentacles is very often, and the feeling I get very strongly from this, is about working together with others, not trying to do anything too much on your own, but working together with others to collaborate on some new ideas and some new projects. And that way they will blossom, they will go forth, but not alone. And in this day and age, working together may well mean working together via, Zoom and all sorts of social media collaborations. It may well not be physically, but there is a definite feeling of focusing on the things that are important to you, but not too many. Get a bit of clarity here, get a bit of structure, and declutter some of the stuff that's going on in your head to focus on some new ideas, some new ways of working together on new things for the coming month. I think this is a month where there's going to be some challenges, but also there will be opportunities coming ahead. So it's about clearing the decks a bit so that you are able to take advantage of that. So the final deck that I shall be using today is down here on the table down there, the Quantum Oracle, and some lovely energy in this. I was using this deck with a client this morning, and we came out with a very joyful card. Who knows what will come out this time. So what final message do we have for this full moon in Scorpio for May 2020 in the year of living dangerously? What final message do we have? And the card that we get, a creative endeavor. So if we take this as sort of working together on something new, we've got a lovely, lovely positive message here for perhaps having a think about being creative. That has been coming up quite a lot lately. A lot of people, I think, are exploring more options of creativity, trying different things. I think, when we're spending a lot of time in front of screens, it's important that we find creative ways for outlets for that. And as we clear our minds, then our creativity comes more to the fore. So lovely. It might be as literal as perhaps doing something with music or painting, but I'm working on ideas for an oracle deck inspired by the coronavirus, which would be of help to people when facing challenges and can be used in coaching or reading. So I'm enjoying creative flights of fancy with that one. So have a think about that, because if you do that, and also if you combine that with perhaps talking about it with some other people and seeing where you could work together so that it's not in isolation, and that it might be something that could be of help to people as they're going through this time. So my dears, that is your reading for May, for the full moon in Scorpio. I hope that's been of some help, some guidance and some inspiration. If you would like to book a reading, then please do get in touch with me. You can find more information on my website, zoedawes.com, or you can email me at tarot@zoedawes.com. And I am just going to be launching in May the 21st, it will be starting a Learn Tarot course. So if you're interested in that, again, you can find information on my website or get in touch. It's all going to be done by Zoom, so wherever you are in the world, you could join in. So I wish you all the very best from here in northwest England to wherever you are in the world. Stay safe and see you next time.